You followed the advice. Study hard, work hard, build your future. So why do so many people in their 20s still feel confused, anxious, exhausted, and completely lost? The truth is that feeling lost isn't just an emotional struggle. For many young adults, it has become a serious health issue. The pressure to succeed, constant comparison, financial uncertainty, and fear of making the wrong decisions can create chronic stress that affects sleep, energy, confidence, mental health, and overall well-being. In this video, we're exploring why so many people feel lost during their 20s, how this uncertainty affects the brain and body, and what practical steps can help you regain clarity before stress begins affecting your long-term health. Section 1. The expectations problem. One of the biggest reasons people feel lost in their 20s is because reality rarely looks the way they imagined it would. Growing up, many people are given a simple roadmap for success. Study hard, get a degree, find a good job, and life should start falling into place. But for many young adults, that's not what happens. Instead of certainty, they find confusion. Instead of confidence, they experience self-doubt. Instead of stability, they face constant change. Many people leave school believing they should already know exactly what career they want, where they want to live, who they want to become, and how their future should unfold. When reality doesn't match those expectations, stress begins to build. The brain naturally wants certainty. It wants to know what's coming next. When the future feels unclear, the nervous system often interprets that uncertainty as a threat. This causes many young adults to spend years worrying about whether they're making the right decisions. They overthink career choices, relationships, finances, and future plans. Eventually, this uncertainty becomes mentally exhausting. Section 2. Why uncertainty affects health. Most people think feeling lost is only emotional. In reality, uncertainty affects physical health too. When the brain cannot predict the future, it tends to stay alert. It keeps searching for answers and trying to reduce uncertainty. Questions begin repeating constantly. Am I making the right choice? Am I falling behind? What if I fail? What if things never work out? These thoughts may seem harmless, but when they occur every day for months or years, they create chronic stress. Stress affects sleep quality. It affects concentration. It affects energy levels. It affects emotional resilience. Many young adults report feeling mentally exhausted even when they haven't done anything physically demanding. The reason is simple. The brain consumes enormous amounts of energy when it's constantly analyzing problems and worrying about the future. Eventually, people begin experiencing symptoms such as anxiety, brain fog, poor sleep, irritability, and fatigue. The problem isn't weakness, it's prolonged stress. Section 3. Social media is making it worse. Previous generations compared themselves to a relatively small group of people. Today, young adults compare themselves to thousands. Every day, social media provides a constant stream of success stories. People buying homes, people starting businesses, people traveling the world, people getting married, people reaching financial goals. After enough exposure, it begins to feel like everyone else has figured life out. The problem is that social media rarely shows confusion, uncertainty, mistakes, or setbacks. It mostly shows highlights. When people compare their everyday reality to someone else's carefully selected moments, feelings of inadequacy grow. Many begin believing they're behind in life. This creates additional stress that directly impacts mental well-being. Research continues to show that excessive comparison can contribute to anxiety, lower self-esteem, and emotional distress. And unfortunately, many people spend hours every day consuming content that reinforces these feelings. Section 4. The fear of falling behind. One of the most common fears among young adults is the feeling of being behind. People often believe there is a timeline they should be following. By a certain age, they should have a career. By a certain age, they should have money. By a certain age, they should have everything figured out. The reality is much different. Life doesn't follow a single timeline. Some people discover their purpose early. Others find it later. Some achieve financial stability quickly. Others take longer. Some experience success in their 20s. Others achieve it decades later. The problem isn't being behind. The problem is believing that everyone should move at the same pace. That belief creates enormous pressure and unnecessary stress, and over time, that stress begins affecting both mental and physical health. Section 5. How chronic stress changes the brain. When stress remains elevated for long periods, the brain changes how it operates. Instead of focusing on growth, creativity, and learning. It becomes more focused on survival and problem solving. This makes it harder to enjoy life, harder to stay motivated, harder to think clearly. Many people begin noticing brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and lower emotional resilience. Small problems feel larger than they really are. Decision-making becomes more difficult. Confidence decreases. The brain isn't failing. It's responding to chronic stress. And the longer that stress continues, the harder it becomes to maintain mental well-being. This is why protecting health during your 20s is so important. Mental health and physical health are deeply connected. Section 6. What actually helps many people spend years trying to think their way out of uncertainty. The problem is that clarity rarely comes from endless thinking. More often, it comes from action. Small actions, small experiments, small steps forward. You do not need to know exactly what the next 10 years will look like. You only need enough clarity to take the next step. At the same time, supporting your health is essential. Prioritize sleep, exercise regularly, spend less time comparing yourself to strangers online. Build real-world relationships, create healthy routines. These habits help regulate the nervous system and improve resilience during stressful periods of life. They won't eliminate uncertainty, but they can make uncertainty much easier to manage. The truth is that feeling lost in your 20s is more common than most people realize. Millions of young adults are dealing with uncertainty, comparison, pressure, and stress every single day. The problem is that many ignore how deeply these challenges can affect health. Poor sleep, anxiety, mental fatigue, brain fog, low energy, burnout. These are not simply signs of weakness. They are often signs that the mind and body are struggling under constant pressure. The good news is that feeling lost does not mean you're failing. It often means you're navigating one of the most challenging transitions in life. Focus on your health. Focus on your next step. Focus on progress instead of comparison, because clarity doesn't usually arrive all at once. It develops gradually as you continue moving forward. And if this video helped you better understand why so many people feel lost in their 20s, make sure to subscribe for more health-focused videos designed to help you build a healthier and more balanced life.